actually, but I love coming up here. I work up here. I love it this time of year, just coming up and getting screamed at by the cicadas. It's just so beautiful this time of year, coming up. Cicadas. Those of you who don't know, the cicadas are like these big, oversized asshole flies who just like come out of the ground, go up in a tree, and scream at you. That's it. That's all of it. That's what they live for. And like the worst part is they have this like amazing life cycle where like first the mother cicada like lays her babies into the ground and like covers them up, and then 17 years later they come out of the ground. So they just sit there underneath the ground for 17 years, and we're walking on them. We don't know that they're under there. And then one night, like they all come up together, and they're like zombies, and they crawl. And it's amazing. And they find the nearest tree, and they all go up together and just perch. And like you think that like after this amazing life cycle, they'd be like really cool creatures. Like they should be like flying around, and, like curing the common cold. But no, they just scream at you. They just find a perch. They find a perch in the tree, wait there for people to come out, for families to come out and have a picnic, and then they just go. Remember that they should probably procreate, so they're like, and that's it. And then they die. They fall off the tree and die, and they're proud of it too. Like, I just wanted to say to all my cicada friends out there, it's been amazing screaming with you guys.
Oh my God.
And I met the love of my life who I encountered for 3 seconds, and now I'm ready. Their carcasses just line the streets and scare the shit out of everybody. They're so yeah, I work up here. I'm a personal assistant / nanny to around here. And the parents are really hot. We have one in the front row. So hot. She's a hot mom. You're hot. Sexually harassing my boss. But whenever I say that, she's like, why do I have to be like a hot mom? You know what I mean? Why can't I just be a hot woman? Like a hot businesswoman. You know what? I'm a successful woman. I'm like, because Michelle, it's a really big deal that you're a hot mom, because growing up in the 80s and 90s, there were no hot moms. There were no hot moms. All of our moms put on their jeans, pull them up, right up here, tuck their shirts in, make sure it's nice and comfy. Put on the biggest white tennis shoes ever. Either their hair was like feathered, or they tried to do like the Princess Diana look. So either they looked like gross, or they were like completely unapproachable. And like, the thing is, my mom could have been so hot. Like she had a rockin' bod, like big boobs, and like, whatever. But she did the same thing. She was like, oh no, I want to cover up these abs. Don't want anybody seeing those. My boobs, so I'm just gonna put these shoulder pads on. Those distract from it. And she also had like braces. She was 40, she had braces. I feel bad because I'm just ripping at it. And then she would like wait for my friends to come over, and she'd be like, now's a good time to work out. And she would put in like Kathy Smith aerobic videos. And then like my friends and I would be playing horses or whatever, and she'd be like in the background going, oh yeah, oh. And then she'd always be red in the face with the feathered hair, red lipstick over the braces, tucked in shirt. So it's a big deal that you're a hot mom. Michelle like looks good every day, and like she's like an independent working woman. She's hot, you know what I mean? And it's hard being a working parent, because like you go to work all day, and then you come home and you just want to spend time with your kids, and like you walk in the door and you're like, hey guys, come give me a hug. And then like something will come up, like the kids will be like, I shit in the hamper. Alright, I guess I'll go clean that up. So Michelle was smart. She's hired me to come in and do all that extra extra like little stuff while the kids are at school. You know, like I clean up stuff. I do it's like random things like doing laundry. A lot of times it's scraping toothpaste off the bathroom walls. Your kids when they put their toothpaste on their toothbrushes, they're like. It's a lot of that. One day I got paid to spend half of a day catching a Pokemon. It's a true story. Because Bella, she's 8. She has this thing called a Nintendo DS, and she has a Pokemon game on there. And they decided to add in this cool little feature where in order to catch one of the Pokemon, like the rarest one, you had to like log your DS onto the internet somehow, some kind of wireless system, and then like play the game on there and catch the Pokemon through the internet. So obviously it like wasn't working, and Michelle was like, you know, can you help us out? Like the family is falling apart. It's sucking the life out of us right now. So I mean, I like looked up on the directions like how to do it and like, figured it out, but it just wasn't working. And then I went on the computer. I take my job really seriously. And so I went on the computer and I was like, typey. Okay, like what can I read about this guy? He's a smallish fire psychic Pokemon. Oh, he doesn't evolve. That's interesting. I'm getting nothing here. This isn't helping me. So finally, I just called Nintendo. And this woman answered, who also takes her job really seriously. It was the most serious conversation I've ever had. Hello, Nintendo. I was like, hi, you know, I'm trying to help this girl catch a Pokemon. And I can't log this DS onto the internet. And she was like, you're catching Ventini, yeah. Alright, I want you to listen closely. Do you have the Nintendo DS in front of you? And I said, yeah, I do. And she's like, alright, I want you to go ahead, hold the DS towards you, and just go ahead, can you open it? Yeah. And she's like, alright, I'll just, whenever you're ready. I was like, alright. I opened it. Alright, there's a button in the upper right-hand corner. I want you to go ahead and press that. That's the on button. I was like, alright. She's like, whenever you're ready, just take your time. Alright, I pressed it. And then she's like, alright, I want you to listen to me real close. I'm going to take you step by step. So we went through all the same steps that I had already done, and obviously it didn't work again. And she was like, you know what? You probably have like a private wireless internet connection. So what I want you to do, now tell me this, do you have either a Starbucks or a McDonald's or maybe like a library anywhere nearby? And I'm like, I think at least one of those things nearby. America. She's like, you need to go there and they have public internet and blah blah blah, you can do it. I was like, thank you so much. And then this is literally a quote how she ended the conversation. She said, no, I know, it's hard. She said, I know how these games work, and with Pokemon, you just gotta catch them all. And I was like, thank you. So then I was like, Michelle, I'm going to Starbucks. And she's like, can you grab me a latte? And I'm like, that's not what assistants do. We catch Pokemon. I didn't catch it though. I failed. You only had till May 7th to catch the Pokemon, and I failed. I'm so sorry. I tried. I try to be good. I try to be a good babysitter. For babysitting, all you have to do is be able to handle kids beating the shit out of you all the time. That's all they want to do. I try to play with them a lot, you know, whatever, but like every once in a while it's like they catch you on a bad day, or like they push you a little too far, and then it's like, you know, it's just a switch. Like once I was babysitting this kid downtown, and his mom was like, I'm going to take you guys out to eat, and then I'm going to take you to pump it up. And I was like, oh, right. And she's like, so I'll just drop you off and I'll come back in an hour or so. And I was like, yeah. So she took us to this like Italian restaurant, and she got me like this big sandwich, and she got the kids some spaghetti, and then she was like, see ya! And I was like, yeah! So, I had this big sandwich in front of me, I was hungry, so I literally just shoved it into my face, like, not even into my mouth, just into my skin, and absorbed it. And then, the kid was, like, eating his spaghetti, like, one noodle at a time. So I was like, alright, let's hurry it up, let's get you pumped up. So then finally I was like, I'm just gonna help you eat it. And then I was like, let's go. So we get into Pump It Up, and it's like, if you don't know what it is, it's like all these inflatable obstacle courses, and you just jump and have fun. So like the minute we get in there, we're just like, yeah! And we start running and jumping, and then I realized like I could just literally throw my body in the air and let it fall, and I would be okay. And that's a sensation you don't get to experience all the time. So I was taking advantage of it. I was just like, and I was like picking all these other kids were like, this babysitter's fun. And they're running up, and I was picking them up and just throwing them. And then about 10 minutes in, like that sandwich started really like, and I was like,
oh yeah.
I'm gonna take a break here, Connor. And he's like, no, play with me. And I was like, I'm gonna take a break here, Connor. And then I spent the rest of the play date in the corner, shaking and just focusing on not puking or pooping my pants. And watching the children. It's fun watching kids sometimes because you can really pick out like what they're going to grow up to be, you know what I mean? Like,
oh God.
The girls who play cats all the time, they're going to be, they just lay around and go, hi, I'm a cat. We're cats. Today we're cats. And then there's the girls who like only play horses, and they don't even talk to each other, they just kind of go, that they're gonna like go to Harvard one day, be really successful. But this one kind of caught me off guard. I was watching this group of boys, and I was like, these are gonna be the cool kids. Like, look at that. I can tell these are gonna be like the cool boys that like all the girls want. Like, they're cool, you can tell they're athletic, they're like, they have a big group, there's like a leader to it, they're dressed cool, you know what I mean? Like, and they ran over to me, and like the ringleader of the group was like kind of standing near me, and I heard him go, dude, guys, let's play sloths. And they're all like, yeah. So they run over to the monkey bars and just climb them. I was like, okay. There's a mom there. And they're like, yeah. And that's all they did. They're going to be the cool kids someday.
Oh my God.
Watching kids is so worth the special little moments, though. Just this morning, me and Sebastian, he's 6, we were sitting together on the couch kind of cuddling, and he was like making a little airplane, and he wasn't videoing the show with me. So it was really nice, and we were sitting there, and he was like, Meredith? I was like, yeah, yes, son. He was like, I think aliens ride space bikes. I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. I was like, what do they do? And he was like, they fly through the air and through the stars, and they just pedal around with all their friends. I was like, oh, that sounds great. And he was like, Meredith. I was like, what's up? He was like, you're fat. I said, thank you. Thank you, Seb. And then he took his airplane that he had just made and smashed it into my face. Thank you, everybody.